The Guide to Negotiation. Introduction: What is negotiation and why should you care? Negotiation is the process of reaching an agreement between two or more parties, typically through the exchange of concessions. It can be defined as the art of getting a better deal for oneself from another party who has more power. Negotiation is one of the most important skills that can help you in your career and business. In this video, we will discuss about how negotiation is done and some benefits associated with it. How negotiating tactics will give you an advantage in any situation. Negotiation tactics are a valuable skill to have, and they can be used in any situation. Negotiating tactics are not just limited to business negotiations, but they can also be used in your personal life. The first step of negotiating is to understand your opponent and what they want. This will allow you to negotiate more effectively and get the best deal possible. If you want to win a negotiation, it is important that you use the right body language and tone when speaking with your opponent. You should also know how to use silence as a weapon during negotiations because it can give you an advantage over your opponent if done correctly. How to negotiate and win the deal by using these 5 tips. 1. The most important thing to remember is to never start negotiating without a plan. Know what you want and how much you're willing to pay for it before beginning the negotiation process. 2. You should always be mindful of the other person's needs and wants as well as your own, so that you can make the deal work for both parties involved in the negotiation process. 3. Make sure that you are not being too pushy or aggressive, because this may scare them away from negotiating with you at all. 4. When bargaining, it is better to ask for something than to demand it outright because this will show that you are willing to compromise and work with them in order to come up with a solution that will work for both parties involved in the negotiation process. 5. You should always plan for the worst and hope for the best when negotiating because you don't know exactly what will happen. It is easier to deal with that information rather than try to deal with feelings of shock or disappointment as soon as a negotiation ends.